Hi guys, it's Alexis, and with a bunch of friends we went in the Pyrenees Mountains on what was supposed to be a regular off-road trip, in the south of France. So the main idea was to, just go and have some fun, to produce content for social media and stuff with those big adventure bikes. So this is the 1290 KTM from 2021, and just to discover some remote places, in the wild, in the mountains, and actually it turned out to be a tough adventure.
Le feu démarre pas, comme moitié. On essaye de se faire bouffer les 23 heures.
Ouais. On est pas bien là les copains?
Ouais.
Hein?
Ouais.
Et voilà. Ouais.
Olé, j'habite
Par la forme de Peter McCalloway.
1, 2, 3.
Allez! We left Paris in the morning and we drove approximately 1,000 kilometers to reach a small town near Andorra where we left the truck, and then an additional 200 kilometers with the bikes to reach the mountains.
Ça roule ou pas?
We ended up in the Touretto 2022 with many race cars, Porsches, Ferraris, and despite the rain, because it was raining a lot, despite the rain, they were like racing so fast. So when we arrived in Spain, we finally could enjoy the sun just like right now. It was pouring rain a few minutes ago, and now it's sunny. It's basically just like the Pyrenees Mountains. On the French side, it was raining like hell, and when we reached the Spanish border, it was very sunny. So we could finally enjoy, like the first curve on the road. And I even got caught in the euphoria of the beginning of the trip. On my side, I experienced completely new sensations. I had just installed the new Rally reinforced tube-type rims, which provides smaller sizes. So it's a 250 inches at the rear and 185 at the front, which is quite small for such a big and a heavy adventure bike. That was the first time I fitted some Moto Z Enduro tires, which are great because they provide such an aggressive traction off-road, and I was kind of surprised how well it sticks on the road, on the asphalt. You can really send it in the curves and stuff in the mountains, so you're not very limited by it.
Bon, pour l'instant, les pneus enduro tiennent bien. Ah ouais, qu'est-ce que c'est beau, regardez. Ah, par contre, du coup, avec tout le bordel, on peut pas trop se mettre en arrière.
That was also the first time that we ride with the Moscow Moto Reckless 80 that we just received a few days earlier. And we felt that it needed a few adjustments because when I was standing up on the foot pace off-road, I couldn't move my body, behind on the seat, and it was touching my legs. So yeah, just had to make a few adjustments to feel comfortable on the seat riding off-road. And then that was incredible. Yeah, that was nice.
Fatigué.
Première montée, on s'est mis dans le mal direct, gros caillou. The first trail that we took was kind of funny because it was kind of tough.
Ah ouais, d'accord, direct quoi. Direct, on se met un peu dans le malus.
Big stones, big rocks.
Comment on adore ça.
I was very surprised by the behavior of the bike. The bike swallows every stone like there's nothing, like nothing ever happens.
On adore. Yes. Ça arrive.
Once we arrived at the top of the hill, we just, we drove 1,000 kilometers and more. We just had a tough first trail. We just captured a few moments with the bikes, sending it in the air, just trying the suspensions. And then we had an incredible view at the top of
On
it.
va sur la crête. Tu vas aller rouler Alex, on va sur la crête, ok?
And we just set up camp and just have a good dinner and just a good night because we were exhausted.
Bon, Alex.
Bonjour, c'est le matin. Il caille pas mal, par contre, qu'est-ce que c'est beau au réveil, c'est un truc de fou. Eh les gars, il y a des montgolfières.
Ouais. Ça te permet de prendre des douches et faire laisser couler un petit filet d'eau. Ah là, tu mets la longue focale et tu le chopes en arrivant, pleine balle. Je m'y attelle.
Il est tombé le blaireau là.
C'est vrai? Ça fait mal?
Ouais, il s'est cassé la jambe.
Putain, je vois rien.
Il a perdu ses chaussures. Nous sommes à la recherche d'une chaussure perdue maintenant retrouvée. Ah le délire! C'est trop beau non? C'est canon non? On s'arrête pour déjeuner?
The first fall of the trip was Adam on his T7.
Alors je vous explique, c'est très simple. Vous voyez Vérine, il a un superbe 7 Moscow qui ne s'est pas attaché. Du coup il y a toujours des sangles qui font comme ça là. Vous voyez les mecs, les pubs devant les magasins là qui font. Mais on dirait les sangles, voilà. Et du coup, moi je pense aux copains, je vois des trucs passer. Et en fait c'était un caillou, mais j'ai cru que c'était la GoPro à Vérine. Du coup je regarde
La GoPro à Vérine, c'était la GoPro à Vérine.
La GoPro à Vérine mec. Et quand j'ai regardé la GoPro à Vérine mec, ben je suis allé dans le fossé mec, tu connais. Petite chute roulée boulardise.
Alexis, merci d'avoir marché sur le réchaud. C'est toi qui as marché dessus, c'est toi qui étais là.
Bon alors du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on mange les copains? Ça a l'air bon hein?
That was the first time we tried the army rations that we had bought at Dosu shop, which is a military surplus in Paris, just next to the train station. And on the menu this day was rougail saucisse in French. Yeah.
C'est un rougail ça? Ouais, c'est un rougail. Oh, c'est une drôle de tête ça quand même non?
Hein? Mais il n'y a pas besoin de cuire, c'est pas
Ouais
cuit.
non mais
Je crois que par exemple, tu prends des obus sur la gueule, t'as besoin de dire gros, moi ma saucisse, je la préfère bien cuite, hein.
T'as goûté la saucisse ou pas? Non? Pas mauvais hein?
Ouais, ben.
Alex? Bonjour.
As usual, Verin decides not to follow the trail
Là au fond, il y a un petit chemin sentier. Et là, ça peut être gaulerie.
and to take another path, which goes, like it goes down, and we're not even sure it's a dead end or
C'est pas
whatever.
du tout la trace, et il veut partir.
Tranquille, hein.
Ouais?
C'est tranquille. En tout cas, vu là-dessus, c'est tranquille.
Allez, hop, on éteint le moteur pour être en sécurité.
Luckily this time it goes without a hitch.
Écoute, c'est plutôt chambé même. Pas grave.
Which is not going to happen in the next days, but whatever. It brings us on a very big Greenland. That was incredible, that was huge. It was beautiful. So we stopped there to have a break, to have a coffee, and we practiced a few wheelies off, standing up and trying to pop the wheel. Then we left. This big Greenland to Andor, which we crossed, and we took the winding roads that brought us to the first big quagmire of the trip. That was a big mess. I'm gonna show you just in a minute.
On était blanc là. Faut pas tomber à gauche, hein.
The first big quagmire was the snow.
Lui, je sais pas comment il va faire demi-tour, hein.
We met a guy, a Spanish lad, who had the brilliant idea to venture towards closed mountain tracks in his 4x4 with his wife and his dog.
Pienso que usted tiene que conducir un poco muy suave. Y nosotros.
The thing is, we had to prevent the car from sliding to the left because there was the ravine just on the left.
Venga.
Hay 2 metros y después no hay más subir.
Il fait demi-tour et il se casse. Ouais.
Il y en a un. Bon, alors. Là, c'est un peu la merde. Là, c'est un peu le...
Moi je me dis. Tout à l'heure il était vraiment bloqué avec sa Norden là dans la neige.
Non, et puis
Parce
on
que
a
si
des
on se
cordes.
met à deux, tu vois à chaque fois il y en a un sur la...
On peut tout faire avec les corps en fait.
Non mais un sur la moto, les deux autres à côté et qui poussent la moto tu vois. Et on va le passer là le cap.
Qui tracte.
Ouais qui tracte ou qui pousse tu vois.
Ouais, c'est ça.
On fait ça.
Et ça, mon vieux, ça va faire des plombs de l'espace.
We have never ridden in the snow with motorcycles, and we thought, probably naively, that with Nobi tires you could just go through, you know, just like in mud terrain, or it's gonna be a bit difficult, it's gonna be a bit slippy, but you're gonna make it.
Il vous a dit attention muy peligroso.
Ouais.
Non, il nous a dit muy facile, muy facile.
Euh,
En
vous,
5 minutos.
vous voulez que j'aille en premier? Ouais vraiment on n'est pas loin du but en plus hein.
Ouais, il y a vraiment.
Il doit pas y avoir long.
GPS, il y a clac-clac, c'est bon.
J'y vais en premier les gars?
Non, mais nus et hop. hop.
J'y vais?
Truth is, you cannot go through snow. You ride 1 meter, that's it. We tested a bunch of things to make the bike move forward, but the wheel just keeps spinning, you know.
Hello friends, we're basically stuck on the trail because there is a lot of snow.
Okay.
Ouais ouais non mais
Mais mec, c'est impossible.
Alex en vrai je pense que ça va être quasi impossible. Le seul moyen c'est de longer là, c'est de longer au bord. Ah d'accord.
Et après, ce qu'on peut faire, c'est toujours. Tu peux passer tout doucement et nous on tient.
Non mais gros, t'attaches. T'attaches.
Ouais.
Genre t'attaches, on va se tailler un chemin mec.
Adam had a very good idea to use a variance axe to clear the way on the side of the trail.
It's gonna be a very long night stuck in the snow. Alors, à partir de maintenant, ton cale-pied, comme ça. Alex, la corde.
We had to make sure not to drop the motorcycles. Because there was a ravine just on the left.
Tu vois, il suffit de faire ça, et là regarde, hop, juste avec l'embrayage, ça y va tout seul. Si tu mets pas de gaz, attention à la corde.
That was, I would not say scary. I'd say you're gonna be focused.
Oh, ralentis un peu. Attends.
T'inquiète moi, ouais, t'inquiète, promis.
You got to feel the traction in the bike, you know. And just so you know, snow is just impassable. So if you find yourself in front of snow on the trail, just try to find another way. So that was our first day, and I'd say it was a warning for what was about to come next, in terms of weather, in terms of mistakes that we're gonna make.
Chorizo oignon, lardon oignon. Ceux qui n'aiment pas le chorizo.
Bon allez, au dodo les copains. En vrai j'en peux plus.
Vraiment, hein, Véry. Moi je départ sur le
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is my very first video on YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave anything you have to say in the comments so that I can just make it better in the next videos. I'm going to make an additional 1 or 2 videos about this trip, so a couple of episodes more. And guys, I want to thank Card Systems who provided us with the new Packtalk Edge for this trip, and of course KTM Friends and Leatherman Friends who provided us with financial support and helped us in making this trip possible. Thank you so much guys, and see you in the next video.